And when I met him, he was in France, and then we went to Belgium together.
Nice.
And when I had my first running back, that was when it was like, wow,
What is this?
sour beer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's insane. I want to do that for all my life.
Right.
Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Y'all are brewheads? Yeah, we brewheads. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead, and welcome to episode 145 of Beer and Other Shit the podcast. This afternoon, we're in glorious Saint-Tite, Quebec, with Microbrasserie À la Fût, with Mathieu, brewer. Sir, thank you so much for hanging out.
Fellas.
Really appreciate it. This is really cool, man. It's been a very interesting day. Just hanging out here. We've been here for a bunch of hours now. We took a nice tour with, it's a Paul Pierre.
Pierre-Paul.
Pierre-Paul. Damn it.
Yeah, the Share Master.
Yes, how do you say it again?
Share Master.
Shea. C-H-A-I. It means like barrel room in English,
exactly.
which is, I think we were talking about that earlier. So that was sick to see all the 500 or so barrels there and try some of the beers and have that all explained. We'll get into that. Then we hung out, we checked out the brewery. So you guys were working on some stuff today.
Yeah. We're
And-
canning the Cowsûre Framboise.
Nice.
Yeah, our liquid 6 cans.
She's this little bad boy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that fresh one. Yeah. And then we're just hanging out. We had we had a flight in the brew pub across the street. And right now we are coming from the auberge, the hostel. Literally, like I'm looking at the front door of the pub. It's probably 7 meters away. It's ridiculous. You can, Philip, one of the owners, was saying that there's no cars after 11 p.m. So he said you can crawl on your knees back here.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I thought was a wonderful thing. So, man, thank you so much for hanging out.
That was a pleasure.
We're going to get into everything, but which one do you want to do first? We have a bunch here. We don't have to get through all of them, but
Well,
What do you
as we
feel?
did the Cowsûre today, I think we should start with that.
let's do it.
Some sour raspberry beer.
Yes. So, tell us about this one. Saison Sur
Yeah.
with raspberry.
So it's sour wort
Okay.
with Belgian seasoned yeast in it, and we ferment the raspberry in it for the finish of the fermentation only.
Okay.
So you have the complete raspberry taste, but not like the jam taste. You see, it's
Right. It's like subtle.
exactly the fruit, and it's a little bit tart.
Okay.
A bit sour also, around 2.2 pH in that beer. So it's very refreshing, and we sell it like liquid sex, like we say. to
Liquid
our
sex.
customer. Yeah.
Tips, you want some?
In Western time, they always sell great.
You good? I bet it does. Okay, and it's 5.4%.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful. Looks like liquid sex. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Nice. This is one of the few I'd had before I came here. It's great. Nice.
And you see, it's done with some local raspberry.
Local raspberries?
Yeah, they come from like 40 kilometers away from here.
So no puree, no...
This is complete
straight
raspberry that are only pressed, and we add the juice.
sick.
We only pasteurize the juice
Okay.
to make sure it's a clean beer, so there's no lactose or breath in the fermenter. That's
dope.
it. That's the only
That's
thing
it.
we do, and it's a whole lot of raspberry in that. It's like 12% of all the liquids.
12%. That's
Yeah.
pretty solid. It's a
So
wicked
that's one of
color,
our
man.
most expensive beer in cans.
Really?
We do. Yeah.
Because of the volume of raspberry?
Yeah.
It's nice and opaque. It smells great. Tons of raspberry vibe. I love it. All right. Bro, let's get into your brewing story. How did you get into craft beer and then brewing?
Craft beer, and I fell into it when
Yeah.
I was 20.
Yeah?
You see, I went to university. I had a degree in management, and I didn't know what to do with that.
Okay.
I totally didn't know. So my brother was in Europe at that time, and when I finished my degree, my friends say, "Okay, we give you flight tickets. Do you want to go and join your brother there?" And when I met him, he was in France, and then we went to Belgium together.
Nice.
And when I had my first running back, that was when it was like, wow,
What is this?
sour beer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's insane. I want to do that for all my life.
Right.
It was like a declic.
Change everything.
Yeah, definitely. So when I came back to Quebec, started to do some home brewing. I started to work in some bars and kitchens to learn a bit about that. And when I saw that the guys of A la Fût were looking for a secretary, I
Okay.
just apply on that job, and I became the secretary for like 2 minutes. And then I managed a pub for 2 years after that. Then I started brewing after that when Alex, our first brewer, went to paternity vacation.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Those are pretty.
went out for 6 months. So I started brewing at that time in the brewery, and I never left after that.
That's amazing. And how long's it been now?
9 year and a half now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
joined
been a
them
while.
in 2010. So
Jeez, you're an OG out here. Okay.
I was not one of the founders, but I'm here since the.
That's
year
pretty
two,
early.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool, man.
It's been a long time.
So we were talking earlier. So there's 3 brewers.
Yep. We actually brewed together.
3 brew together, and there's no head brewer necessarily.
No, exactly.
But each of you have a specialty in the brewery.
Yeah.
So you are the yeast man,
Yeah, most in the East.
and Alex was the hops guy,
Yep.
and the third gentleman was
Yeah.
Pierre, and he was
Yeah,
into
he's our
the
older
malts.
brewer.
Older guy. Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh, I
you
think
know,
did we
and-
meet him today? Maybe I think.
Yeah, he was in the brewery today.
Yeah, I think I saw him. Yeah.
You see, in the old time, they didn't have the hops or yeast, so he specialized in malts.
My God, right? That's
Yeah,
great.
he used to brew. He used to be a home brewer for now 30 or 35 years, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Real OG. Like that's crazy.
yeah, he's got a good brain for us.
What's up?
A great brewing history.
That's really cool, man. I mean, that's a really interesting way to separate the responsibilities and to sort of, instead of making somebody a head brewer, just having all of these like skill sets kind of like go
We
together.
build all the recipe together.
That's great.
And
I
that's
love
fun
that.
because we had a lot of recipe that we developed among the years, because we now have the Cocotte, which is our session IPA.
Yes.
But a few years ago, we used to do like session IPA 1, session IPA 2, 3, 4, and then we just play with hops, yeast, and malts, and we used to do that for a whole lot of beer. And now we set more of the brand, but we used to play so much with recipe and build them the 3 together.
Nice.
Because Pierre is the last one that joined us for brewing, but he's been here for now 6 years and a half or 7 years.
Okay.
So, yeah,
it's a nice-
we have a good brewing team.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
There's another new brewer with us, Junior, but he's just starting yet. It's been with us for 6 months only.
6 months. So
Yeah.
he's learning, getting all the information.
And one day he'll get up and join us as a head brewer, maybe.
Okay. That's cool. Though. How many people in the whole brewing team?
The brewing team, we're now 8 to 9, I would say, depending on the packaging days.
Right.
But there's not a whole lot of people with the new brewery. It's a little bit easier. It's more automated, so
Right.
we're 3 that brews. There's Mark, which is our helper. We do all the kegging and the when the beer is getting out from the fermenter to the carbonation tank. So all the filtration and everything. So we just specialize in that.
Right.
And we have a little team that do the canning and the bottling also.
Okay. That's sick, man. I love it. What a really cool setup. So then the brewery itself, I mean, you said year 2? Yeah, it's year 2. So do you know the history of the brewery? Like, I know there's 3 founders.
Yep.
Were you able to tell us that story?
Well, the 3 founders, they all met at university at the ETS in Montreal.
Yes.
And Francis had a roommate that was a microbiologist. And he showed them how to brew, and they started to brew a little bit, and they decided to brew a lot more. And in their last year of university, I know that Philip just quit his apartment to keep it as a brewing room only.
Right.
So he went to live with Pierre Paul, and they just started to brew at Philip's apartment, and they brewed like 100 of beer there. And then they decided to come in Saint-Tite because Pierre Paul is originated from here.
Right.
Yeah, so they decided to quit Montreal after 10 years there. Philippe is originated from Quebec, Francis from Montreal, so they decided to get out of the city
halfway.
and come a little country village.
Right. A lot cheaper
Yeah.
than Montreal. Damn.
And they started the brewery in 2008.
2008. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
We started on August 31st, so like 10 days before the Western Festival.
No, it's dangerous.
Oh yeah, they never owned a bar in the life. They were never waiters or something like that, so they had to learn the hard way.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We've been hearing a lot about the Western Festival. We'll definitely talk about that. What does à la fût mean? Like,
À la fût, well, it's play on word in French.
Is it?
Like being on site or at the edge all
Okay.
the time. So being in front of things. And it works well for us because we're among the first in Quebec to do some 5-liter kegs and 10-liter kegs for home consumption. but with the little system that was the base project of the brewery, was to build like tap system for house consumption. So
Right.
very small systems, like 2 taps for home consumption, and that was the base project. And then the guy said, "Oh well, if we do the system, we should brew beer also." So we started, and we were only doing kegs at the beginning. So only 5 liters and 10-liter kegs, a few 50 liters from some bar, just to be able to make some like
like some
get renowned.
licensee stuff, get the name out there a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But after a few years, we realized that we're maybe too ahead of our time. So we decided to do some growlers.
Okay.
And then we switched to bottles, the small bottles, the 41 millimeters. And then we did some canning, and we're among the first in Quebec to do some cans at such a small volume.
Nice.
Because when we started canning, we were manually canning.
Really?
So one was
Okay.
filling the can, the other one was sealing it, and the last one was putting the label on it.
Wow.
So it took like 8 hours a day, 3 guys for 80 cases of 24 cans.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was very slow. You
No,
see, today we did 8,000 cans in 7 hours. That's 2
not bad.
cans.
That's not bad. 2 different
Yeah.
beers?
No, one beer.
One beer.
Yeah.
That
was a big day, but it's so much easier than in the past years.
Wow, man, that's crazy. So, okay, sick. So then that was 2009. And then we were talking earlier that the brewery recently, either this year, am I right? Was it last year? Got an update?
Last year.
Last
Yeah.
year got the update. So this is
last year.
the one we've just been in was the new brewery.
Yeah.
Like you said, with automated. So what? And you 4x'd the size, is that right? Like 4 times?
Yeah, well, we should be able to brew like 4 to 5 times what
you
we
used
used
to.
to brew. Yeah.
Right. So it makes everything so much easier.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because see, the brew house in the last brewery was 5 barrel.
Okay.
Now it's 20 barrel.
Oh, wow.
So
So actually
brewing's
4x. Yeah.
way much easier. And now all the fermenters are 20 barrel except 2 that are 40.
That's nice.
So now there's only two fermenters that we need to brew twice to fill.
Not bad.
Because when we started on the old brewery, we had one 2,000 liter, so we had to brew 4 times back to back to be able to fill it. So that took
a lot
a
of
week
work.
of brewing at the beginning. Because we had some hot water problem also. The
Right.
hot water tank was so small that we weren't able to do like back-to-back batches.
Right.
But in the years, we built up some stuff and began to optimize our production. But we were still able to do like 2 brews a day. But the first brewer was starting at 7 in the morning, and the second started like at noon and finished at midnight, and sometimes at 2 in the morning.
Jeez.
So it was just a little bit insane.
Too much work for everyone.
Yeah, too much
Makes no
brewing
sense.
for such small amount of beer.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Jeez. Well, it's a new day, it's a new era.
Yep.
Definitely looks like you've wrapped that up. I love it. That was pretty much it we had today. Was there anything else we wanted to talk about, bro?
No, I think we're good.
I think we did pretty well, man. Look,
Yeah.
seriously, thank you so much for your time,
That's
bro.
so fun,
Genuine pleasure. Where can the people find À la Fût online?
Online.
Yeah, where's the...
Well, we have our website.
Yeah, what's the website? You know what it is?
Alafût.qc.ca.
Okay.
We also have our Facebook at Alafût. That's
Yeah.
it.
And I think it's Microbrasserie _À la Fût on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken.
Never been on Instagram for a while. That's why MacLeod is with us now.
That's why she is doing a great job.
I have a Facebook since 10 years, and that's my girlfriend that created it, and I didn't
Yeah.
put anything on it. So,
That's it. That's all the
yeah,
Quebec.
that's
Quebec on Facebook.
something we had to have someone to do it, because none of us are on Facebook or Twitter and Instagram.
It's a lot of work. It's a whole lot of work.
Yeah, and don't have time for that, man.
Right?
We only have time to drink beer.
We're trying to
and
make and
brew
drink beer.
so.
That's all that matters. That's why you have people to do it.
Yeah.
Man, genuine pleasure. This has been such a cool experience just being here. So we drank all the fucking fire beer, and I'm looking forward to having some good food. So guys, thank
we
you so
should
much.
have that one now.
I think we could definitely do that.
Yeah.
We should totally crush that. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, mate, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell so you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast. Check out the long form audio so you can check very attractive gentlemen like Uncle Mathieu right here. Talk about craft beer in Quebec. That is it, y'all. We'll see you in the next episode. Get in ya. Cheers.
Cheers.